Okay, hi guys. So I am here for just a quick video, and you'll have to excuse the, this is my cleaning outfit. Half pajamas, half keep my hair out of my face. But I wanted to come on real quick while I was thinking of it and take a sip. Hold on. And I've had a basket that I can't lift because it's too heavy right now. But for quite a while that has stuff that that I need to trade, and I'm starting to add to the basket and stuff. It's like books that I accidentally got doubles of, and there's some decks that I probably am going to end up adding to it. As a matter of fact, I have the Celtic Tarot that is still up for trade, brand new in the shrink wrap, which I thought I left up here, but I don't see it. And there's another, what is the other deck that's there? I'm totally losing my mind. I'm sorry, guys. God, didn't I leave it here? Nope. I don't know what the hell I did with it. I am organizing and sorting through stuff finally, though. So I just wanted to quickly go through and see. This is just a video to show the stuff that I have up for trade. In return, I do all kinds of stuff. Tarot decks, books, any metaphysical books. I have a huge library that if I don't have the book, even if it's not something that I'm necessarily interested in, I'm kind of trying to start a pagan library that my community can sign out and sign books out. Ooh, I'm losing my thing, and you do not want to see my hair. It's Rosanna Dana all over again. Okay, so without further ado, so the first book is The Magic of the Mebane. This is by Rihanna iFans. And this book, I did a video when I got it because, unfortunately, when I got it, I literally got 2 copies of it in the same thrift book order. Actually, it was 2 different orders because one was $50, and once it's $50, then you get another coupon. And if you go over, like, let's say you spend $100, they only give you 1 coupon unless you check out twice. So I didn't realize that I got it on the first order, and so I ordered it again on the second order, and I ended up with 2 copies. If you know anything about the Celtic and the Avalonian tradition, this is a book that explains the Mebane, which is a very old book of stories about Celtic history kind of stuff. And this book I got specifically because it's kind of written for children, not a young child, but there's like little pictures, and it's like a chapter book. And the Mebane that I have, the real Mebane, is a little confusing sometimes. So I bought this book because it brings it down to a more baser level, and it's a little bit easier to understand. And let me tell you, I'm a very smart cookie, but the Mebane itself is, I think maybe it doesn't translate very well. So it was originally done in, I want to say Gaelic, but I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not positive, but it may be. So anyway, if anybody is interested in the Mebane, this is a great book about that, and you'll hear the vacuum cleaner going downstairs because my aunt is crazy. So this one is up for trade. The Priestess of Avalon book by Marion Zimmer Bradley. This is one of the series that starts with the Mists of Avalon, and I ended up with 2 copies on accident. And this one, I want to say, is the 3rd book. Hold on. Maybe it's the 4th book. No, heaven forbid they list them in order. No, of course not. All right, you can look it up. But it's in very good shape. It's a little bit yellowed because it's a paper book copy, but there's no markings in it. It's in perfect shape. The binding is in perfect shape. There's nothing wrong with this book. It's like brand new. It's just an older kind of book. But the series itself is an awesome series, and I just happen to have an extra copy of the Priestess of Avalon. So that's in that series. I have I had an extra copy of the Element encyclopedias. I love the Element encyclopedias. I have almost all of them. There's a couple that I'm missing. But this one is the Element Illustrated Encyclopedia of Mind, Body, Spirit, and Earth. And this is by Joanna Cross, featuring hundreds of full-color illustrations, straightforward explanations, and practical applications. Again, this book is in great shape. It's like nobody ever read it. But it really is if you know anything about these Element encyclopedia books, they are just incredible. And so here, I'll give you an idea of, hopefully you can see the table of contents here. But it is really a great book filled with all kinds of interesting facts. Here's chakras and meridians. Here's some information on reincarnation. There's a whole chapter on the spirit, which has divination, tarot, life force and energy, universal laws. I was going to try to find the tarot. Here we go. Here's the tarot. So it tells some of the history of the tarot. Just a really great book. And the, see, I'm losing it. Okay, don't look. My hair is in my face. It's starting to loosen up today. Whew, gotta take my big ears out. The dust jacket is on. There is a little rip in the dust jacket at the very top here. But the book itself is in perfect shape. Nothing wrong with that. I just happen to have 2 copies for some reason. So this is up for trade. And then I have some other books, but since these are on top, I have a bunch of the Time Life books. I'm trying to get the whole series together. And for a long time, I kind of forgot that I list them all in my Goodreads. Goodreads.com. I keep a list of all my books on there, so that now, when I go to a thrift shop or something, I can look up what books I have and what books I don't have from this series. This is the Time Life series, Mysteries of the Unknown. Actually, there's one book on here that isn't, but I'm going to include it with that. This book right here is from the Library of Curious and Unusual Facts, which is a whole different series. This one is on vanishings. But it would be great if someone wanted to trade like the whole set. I would trade this whole set, which is not complete. I don't even have the complete set. But this is all the books that I have bought of this set that I already had. When I got home, I was like, oh shit, I have that one. So we have Search for the Soul. Let me just show you real quick. These are great, great books. Again, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. But so this is a Search for the Soul. And it's all got gorgeous color illustrations, pictures in there. And each book tells like a different aspect of the unknown universe. I'm trying to get to the contents. So this one is The Great Soul Trial, Essay, Celebrations for the Soul, Body and Soul, The Ghost and the Machine, From Hell to Heaven, The Soul and the Science, Art from the Other Side, Science and the Soul. So like I said, each book has really a whole lot of very interesting information. And boy, I really, really, really am dying here. Okay. There. Now I'm going to look like a biker. Oh, well. So, Secrets of the Alchemists. If you just want one of these, that's okay. I would rather, I think, do this whole set because there's quite a bit of information and it's all metaphysical stuff. Visions and Prophecies. Like I said, this is the Time Life series, Mysteries of the Unknown. Powers of Healing. And that is just a sticker. That's not something that's on there permanently, and I will wipe that off before I send it. But all of these books, there's no writing in them. They are all in great shape. You can see most of them I got at thrift stores. Psychic Powers. Again, they are all in great shape. They've got really interesting articles and pictures. And this one is Vanishings from a different set, Library of the Curious and Unusual Facts. But again, similar. First Sight, Lucky Lord, the Hoffa Hit. So this is various vanishings throughout history. So that is a whole set. I will break that up. If somebody just wants one of them, that's okay too. This is Meditations for Transformation. This is by Larry Moen, M-O-E-N. These were really good, but again, I have another copy of them. These are different meditations for transforming yourself. So I really liked these books a lot. So they talk about introduction, the journey, pause, Ayana's Descent. This is, so different people write these. So this guide is Mary Ellen Carn. And it's different. What I did with these was I read them aloud into a recorder. I've had these books for a long time, but again, they're in great shape. I read them into a recorder, and then I would play it back when I was ready to do meditations. So this guided imagery introduces women to two significant concepts of personal growth journey: the descent into the unconscious and facing the shadow. Again, really interesting and great when you want to do some soul-searching kind of work. I really liked these. And the other one is also Larry Moen. This is Meditations for Awakening. I have to make sure I actually have the other copies of those, but if anybody's interested, let me know. The Dance of the Dissident Daughter. This is a Sacred Feminine book. The Sue Monk Kid is the same author who wrote The Secret Life of Bees. She's a great author. Boy, I am just losing. And this actually does have a couple just underlines, kind of, but nothing that restricts your reading. And it's not throughout the whole book. There's just, some chapters are outlined like, ooh, I really liked that, but it wasn't me that did it. But this was the first copy of the book that I got. I got a copy that didn't have that, even though, like I said, I read it the first time, and there is nothing that hinders you reading the book. Just, once a chapter or something, I'm assuming she may have circled something. That's another one. This is The Secret Language of Dreams. This is by David Fontana, A Visual Key to Dreams and Their Meanings. I get tons of dream books, and I guess I just didn't realize that I had already had it. So this has, again, gorgeous pictures in there. Talks about different, like, nudity and clothing. So if you're dreaming about someone being nude or yourself being nude, there's different meanings to it. Mortality, at home, occupation. Now, if you'll see, because this has been sitting in my, I call it my trade basket, it's a little warped, but it is not, I can unwarp it just as easy. I just have to put something on it like that for a little while. There is nothing wrong with these books. They're in great shape. I would not trade a book that was in poor shape unless I told you ahead of time. This is Silver Ravenwolf Teen Witch. I know, Silver Ravenwolf. But if you have a teenager and she is interested in stuff, it kind of breaks it down at the teenage level. And like everything. Healing. So the whole chapter on healing says healing soul spell. So there's different spells in here for teenagers. Sacred space, your altars, the special days, your book of shadows. It just kind of breaks it down at the teen level. I'm not a huge Silver Ravenwolf fan. she's a little light for me, but for teens it'd be great. And I do want to say that it looks like there was something spilled on there. It is not sticky. It doesn't stick to anything. It does not bleed into any of the pages. It just looks like something, but that has been there since I bought it. And again, literally, it does not bleed into the pages. It doesn't hinder the pages at all, and it isn't sticky. I don't know what it is. It's not sticky at all. I would tell you, I promise. Crafting for Good Feng Shui. This is by Janice Eaton Kilby. 40 projects to bring harmony to your home. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I have the second copy of this book or if I just decided, this is, I am just not a Feng Shui person. And I think it's because I have too much crap to have Feng Shui in my house. But if you're interested in having Feng Shui, this is a great book on it. It shows actual pictures of it, talks about why, you know, things have to face certain directions to have good Feng Shui, aspects of the Feng Shui lifestyle, and like I said, lots of pictures, the color wheel to see what colors are supposed to go with which. I just have too much crap. The Starborn, A Remembrance for the Awakened Ones. This is by Solara. I don't know much about this book. That's just an honest assessment. I must have 2 of them, or else I don't give away books, because like I said, I'm trying to do library. This book is dedicated to the Starborn ones, to those who remember. May your commitment be unwavering. May your courage be strong to openly be yourself. Angels walking freely upon the earth, journey home to the star. So if that's something that interests you, you can look that up. Sacred Journey of the Peaceful Warrior. This is Dan Millman. I have a couple of his books, and he is great. This is actually the sequel to the Way of the Peaceful Warrior, I think, and I already have a copy of it. So that's that. You can look that up again if that's something that interests you. Now I have some other things. This is going to sound so goofy. I have some stone fruit, which I believe this is dyed alabaster, most of this. I have 2 apples. One is this really beautiful turquoise color. These are real heavy. These are stone. And like I said, I believe they were made out of alabaster. I cannot be certain because there isn't any labels on them. But I have seen these before. And then I have a red apple. And again, just really beautiful stone. Oh, this one does have, hold on, my glasses. Here, I'll let you see it first. If I can set this up right. Where's my camera? Can you see this? It would really help if I knew where my camera was, huh? It says, Andrea by Sadek, S-A-D-E-K, made in Taiwan. Ooh, I almost got it. There it is. And it has, I believe the leaf on this one is brass. This one is like a more bendy material, so plastic maybe, I'm not sure. But they are really pretty. And it goes with the rest of the fruit that I have in alabaster stone. I just don't use these. Originally, I think I got them from my husband because he has an Italian kitchen, but I don't think he's using them, or he was using them. This is like Mexican onyx pear. It's a pear. This is, I think the stem of this one is brass also. No label on this one, but it is stunning. Really pretty stone. And then this one I know is more unusual. It's an apricot in the alabaster stone. And look at it, it even has a little seed in there, which I don't know what the hell that really is, but it looks like a little seed. Ooh, come on. There it is. And there is a thing on this one too. It says Hecho and Mexico. There, see? So that all goes together as a set because it's all alabaster and it's all fruit. I don't know if anyone is into frogs, but I have a frog candle and a vintage frog stained glass window thing. You know, it has a little thing to hang it in your window. I love these little stained glass things, but I'm not a frog person. I don't know. And the alabaster little vase. No tag on it or anything, but it was a cute little vase. And it's stone. I have a moonstone ring that, oh yeah, see, you can catch a little bit of the luminescence there. It's really, really cute. I cannot remember now. It's way small. I think it's a 6.5. And if I can find my thing and you're really interested, let me know. I have a size like 9, and it goes there. I think when I measured it, it was 6.5. And I'm pretty sure it's brass or something on the outside here. But it's a gorgeous stone. And it does have luminescence in there. It's hard to show that inside. It's much better outside in the light. And, oh, yeah, the frog picture. That goes with the froggies. Really cute. And don't forget the Celtic Tarot. And, you know, I'm going to keep coming up with stuff. I'm trying to weed out some of the clutter. Even though I am opening up a shop, and some of the clutter I'm trying to weed out. If anybody's interested, let me know in the comments and we can email back and forth. And blessings. See you all at 6 for our tarot study wands. Yay!